Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is RJ Dragon. Today we'll be doing a tier maker list video. It is on the AFL goal kickers for 2019. It is made by Hayden Crofty, so get around him, go to his his Twitter, check him out. So anyway, let's go. So first off, we'll start with Charlie Cameron. Charlie Cameron, last season, he did an ankle season-ending injury. He was still good. He played well that season, but this season he's just taken it to a new level. So exciting, so exhilarating, so quick. Just can tear a team apart if you give him any space. So he's kicked 37 goals and 25 behinds this year. It's been pretty elite. So I'm gonna have to put Cameron in the A at the moment. Next we have they call Charlie Cameron his apprentice, Eddie Betts. He's been dropped. He got dropped last round against his old team. The game before his old team, Carlton. He's kicked 12 goals against the Gold Coast Suns. So people are saying, if you take those 12 goals away from the Gold Coast Suns, he hasn't really had a very damaging season. He would only have 20 goals. Yeah, it is true. It is true, but I still reckon he's been very important this year. Not just kicking goals wise, but structure wise. Adelaide forward line hasn't been very good at how they structure up. Haven't been able to kick goals. Went from a very high scoring team to a low scoring team. But Eddie Betts has had to battle it out, and I reckon he gets a C. Next, we have Jeremy Cameron from the GWS Football Club. He's leading the Coleman. He's on 57 goals, I think. Yep, and he's on 40 behinds. So not as accurate. If he goes back, kicks a couple, he's probably getting close to the 100. He wouldn't be in contention. It's a bit too far now. Season's almost finished. But Jeremy Cameron, he's had an elite year. I've got to put him in the S. He's probably the best forward on this list from this season. So, there he goes. He goes an S. Next, Harry Himmelberg. They rotate from full forward. Well, they don't. They rotate from the goal square. One will push up the ground, get the ball. One will sit back in the goal square and take those marks, kick the goals. They work very well together. Himmelberg's, I think, has kicked 41 or 30 something. Yeah, he's kicked 31. Sorry, he's been very, very important for Jeremy Cameron and the Giants. He's really helped Jeremy Cameron kick a lot of those goals, and I reckon he probably slips into the A category. Next, we got Jack Darling from West Coast. He's had a very good year, Jack Darling. He's kicked 45 goals, 15 behinds, which is very accurate for a forward. And he's had a very good year. A couple of times he's kicked 6 or a bag. Been very important to West Coast. Signed a 5-year deal this year. He's going to be a very big part of their football club and be a very big part. If West Coast are to go back-to-back this year, I'm going to have to put him in the A. He's been very good. Next, we have Tom Lynch from the Richmond Tigers. He's played very well. Remember, he hurt his knee, had surgery coming off that. He's finally got his body right. He's starting to do stuff around the ground. So he's played a very good season. He's on 45 goals. Same as Jack Darling, just 10 more behinds, a bit less accurate. I've got to put him in the A as well. He's been very deadly. Next, we have Josh Kennedy from West Coast. He's a bit of the same as all of these forwards except Cameron in the A section. They're tall, key forwards. They get a lot of strong marks. They're very good in the air. And they're very good they have a good set shot style. Got to put Josh Kennedy in the A. He's kicked 39 goals. Pretty sure he's had a couple of injuries, which has derailed his season a bit. But he's such a great player that somehow he's been able to keep his chance of getting a Coleman medal alive this year. It's going to be pretty hard to do it, but anyway, he's He's a great forward. Next we have Luke Bruce. It's probably C as well. Where is he at the moment? I think so he's gotten 29 goals, 14 behinds. He's probably done around the same as Eddie Betts, except if Eddie didn't have those 2 Gold Coast games, it'd be more of the same. I've got to put him in a C. I just reckon he hasn't had his best year, but I reckon he can still come back, help Hawthorn. They could possibly win a premiership before he retires, but it's going to be pretty hard. Apparently, there's been talks of him being traded off, but I would ignore that. Next, we have Michael Walters from Fremantle. I'd probably put him in the B. Started mid of the season. He played very well. Was probably one of the best in the comp then. He's kind of slipped down in form a bit in goal kicking rate and goal kicking. He's played, I think, a bit more in the midfield, but anyway, I'm probably going to put him in the B. Next, we have Sam Reid for Sydney. He started off the season very well, Samuel Reid. Played against Hawthorn. I think he kicked 6. Or 7. He was very deadly. Obviously, Buddy Franklin coming out. He's had a lot more chance up forward. But it definitely would have had some negative impacts for Sam Reid playing forward. So he's had to struggle his way through, but he's done it. Next, we have Taylor Walker for the Crows. Well, Taylor Walker, he's kicked 32 goals. He's really inconsistent. He gets some consistency into his game. He could probably kick a 40 to 50 goal plus season. But he's just not as good as he used to be. Probably the captaincy needs to be taken off of him. He's a great leader. We don't see what he does inside the 4 walls, but I reckon he's probably a C this season. Next we have Tim Membry. He's had a great season. Brent Ratton, now the new coach, he's probably given him a lot more freedom. He's played pretty well, Tim Membry. How many goals has he kicked? Around 20 something odd. But anyway, he's played very well. Probably still gonna have to put him in a C though. Next we have Tom Hawkins. Tom Hawkins, debatably his best season ever as a Cat. He's been very unselfish this season, passed a lot of the ball off. Could have kicked a lot more goals, but he's been very unselfish. Probably got to put him in the A there. Next we have Tom Papley for Sydney. I think he's their leading goal kicker for a small forward. It's pretty damn good. He's very, very valuable. Blues apparently chasing him. He's played a very good season. Still young, I think. But anyway, I reckon he'll fit into the B category. Next we have Ben Brown. Put him in the A. Kicked, I think, 5 last night against Hawthorn. Was legendary. He's kicked 29 behinds, 52 goals, only 5 goals away from Jeremy Cameron. It's probably been the only forward who can really challenge Cameron, maybe Hawkins or Lynch. Could also challenge Cameron for the Coleman medal, but I reckon everyone else probably can't make it by now. Next up, Jordan De Goey. He's had a consistent season. He's played a lot more in the midfield. He's trying to get his fitness levels up. He's played a pretty good season. I'm gonna give him a B. Tibbin Woody, he's just so electric. He's so exciting. If you give him any space, it's like Cameron. You give him any space, he'll make you pay. Put him in the B. Sexton probably gets unrecognised since he plays for Gold Coast. Was leading the Coleman some stage this year. Or was he 3rd or something like that? Anyway, he's had a good season. I'm probably going to put him in the C though. Next, Jeremy Finlayson. GWS forward line. They have Jeremy Cameron, Harry Himmelberg, Jeremy Finlayson. I think all of them have kicked at least 30 goals plus. So, they've been elite. I've got to put him in the B section. Gary Ablett, got to put him in the B. He's done a lot this year. He's definitely redeemed himself from a lot of criticism he got last year. So he gets a B. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. This is RJ Dragon. Hope you enjoyed this video.